Hey guys, what is going on? The zip of RageQuitTV casting the North American Playhem Open for $500. We have CrazyMoviN from Team Infinity 7 spawning as the Blue Zerg on GSL Crevasse against TITANskill as the Red Terran. TITANskill, I don't know much of him, but he's making it pretty far in this tournament. Hold on, let's see if I can quickly find him in this. No, I can't, so we'll just ignore the brackets right now. I was wondering who he's taken out, but he is in, I think, round 4 or 5 this is. So it is on GSL Crevasse. Chances are one of these players will be going for an Expo first. At least, maybe both of them. I just know that because CrazyMoviN, well, he's always going to go hatch first on GSL Crevasse. I will be very, very surprised if he doesn't because, well, this base extremely safe, and this is the map with the rich Vespane geyser. They have two versions, one with rich, one without. This is the one with the rich, so you can take the base up here and get a lot of gas very, very quickly. Speed up that layer time since he only needs 3 drones, actually 9 drones to essentially be fully saturated on 4 gas. So that's 3 drones that can be mining minerals that doesn't need anymore. So we'll see if he takes that base up there. And he'd be taking that right around 15. We have a barracks first at 12 out of TITANskill. Now, I wonder if Titan's a clan and Skill is his name. I don't know anything about this Terran player. But hey, Terran's a pretty strong race. I hear Marines are pretty good. We'll see if he builds a lot of those. I bet you he will. He will? Wow. I bet you he will. CrazyMoviN does go for that hatch first. And we'll see when he decides to get his pool. Building 2 more drones. He's at 16 now. And he's probably going to get a pull now at 16. No, whoa, he's getting a gas. And now he's at 16 again. Was this a 16? 16, 16? CrazyMoviN is definitely crazy. But this is a build I've seen Demaga do plenty of times. I mean, it's not that risky. He doesn't really have to worry about too much on this map. Chances are a Terran player won't be too axing you as well. They want to get an expo up of their own as this is so easy to defend. You can just wall this area off and, well, you got 2 bases. So both races do like this map, and they spawn cross position, so there's no real positional advantages. I mean, if Titan spawned either this base or this base, I'd say, hey, Medevacs would be pretty cool. He spawns at this base, he can drop this middle line. If he spawns at this base, well, he can drop the main pretty easily. I say this base is the better one to spawn at. You can just build your starport right here, and you're pretty close to that natural. He is getting a factory now, and still no expo. So TITANskill is playing this map fairly unique. Not expoing right away. Generally, you always see either a command center first or one racks expand. The SCV is going to come in here, see everything, sees the gas was mined, sees that little thing on that spawning pool, whatever that is, that vein or artery just pumping away. So he knows speed is on the way for these lings. And sees drones up here. He is getting a reactor, so he will be opening with Hellions, it looks like. And now he's going to be taking his command center just a little bit late. Going to this worker count, 20 to 18. And CrazyMoviN getting a spine caller, so he should be safe against that Hellion. Of course, CrazyMoviN, if you don't know, I don't think I said this in this game, he is Korean. He is on Infinity 7. He is one of their 2 Korean players. I believe they have 2. They have Mentalist as well, I believe. Yeah, they do. And this one ling is going to be coming. Going to see the wall off. That just happened in the nick of time. The ling does die, but he did relay the message saying, hey guys, there's a wall. And this overlord says, hey, he is now just expanding. This expansion is a little late, so CrazyMoviN's probably thinking something. He only saw 2 Marines. So in his mind, it's either something from a factory or a starport for Banshees. So let's go to this production tab, see what he's getting. His speed now just finished. He sees these Hellions, so he knows it was a factory with a reactor for those 2 Hellions. Well, maybe he doesn't know the reactor. And CrazyMoviN should be fairly well defended with his Queen and Spine Caller right at the front. The Hellion's going to be going in, and they do get stopped. And wait, one may go down. No, he doesn't. He's going to go all the way back home. Now there are 4 Hellions, but well, 6 Hellions. He is going to be building lots of those, but as I say that, he lifts up his factory, going to be going for a tech lab, and he has a tech lab on his barracks. And get another barracks. So it looks like he had 6 Hellions, and now he's going to go into Marine Tank. These Hellions are just going to be sitting right here, at least 2 of them, just to stop this little creep spread from going down. And CrazyMoviN is getting a layer right now. He's at 38 drones to the 25 SCVs. This orbital command is now done. He's built his first SCV from that command center. And these Hellions are itching to get in the base, but they just can't. The Baneling's Nest is coming out for CrazyMoviN. And a lot of barracks coming out from TITANskill, so that Baneling's Nest is going to be a great call. And let's look at this timing. You got 25 seconds left on that, 30 seconds left on the Baneling's Nest. That is almost perfectly timed. So as soon as this finishes, he will be able to start speed, providing he has the money. Scan goes down. He takes out 1 creep tumor, losing 1 of those Hellions. I don't know if that was worth it. A creep tumor for a Hellion. I'm going to say no. And, CrazyMoviN has a pretty nice overlord spread. And that 1 spine coil going to force those Hellions back a little bit so he can expand this creep. He wants to expand this as far as he can, but these Hellions trying to stop him. And TITANskill has this base now fully operational with mules and SCVs. Looks like he has perfect saturation. And let's go over here a little bit. Oh, wait. Perfect saturation. So only 2 guys on this gas though, so that's a little bit of a mistake. If there's not... Oh, he doesn't have this gas yet. He should get this gas. Why wouldn't you? That's a rich Vespane geyser, dude. That thing is cool. We do have the Queen vomiting on that hatch, just staying on top of his macro. You can see he's at 40 energy, but that is coming along, so we'll wait till that explodes. You can see just how good this guy is at spewing that creep on that hatch. Ready? He's at 50 energy now, and that is going to pop in about 15 not 15 seconds, but 15 energy. So he's at 65, this should pop. So almost hasn't missed an inject. He's almost been spot on every single time. There he goes. 60 energy and that pops. And Spire is now done. Wait, he's missed 1 or 2. My bad. It takes 25 energy, not 50. And now these Lings going to be moving out, trying to surround these 3 Hellions, and it looks like he will be getting that surround in this 1 drone. What are you doing, drone? What are you doing? Looks like CrazyMoviN is going to ninja an Expo, and TITANskill is moving out with a few tanks and a lot of Marines with 3 SCVs. So 3 SCVs, 3 tanks. Each tank has their own personal SCV. Of course, CrazyMoviN sees this because he has the Watchtower, and Titan now going to take out that 1 Ling on the Watchtower. Getting more Lings, has Baneling speed, does not have Burrow, has mutas, so those mutas may be able to do damage to the tanks. It's all going to come down to how well TITANskill can spread his Marines and, well, how much he extends. He throws down a scan so he knows those Banelings are coming, and now those Marines have to spread. There's Lings getting behind the Marines, and that is not how you spread Marines. But, I mean, as Destiny would say, the Marines went back behind the waistline, and the Lings thrust it into them like the edict they are, just taking care of the Marines. And, yeah, I mean, that's how you go to jail. Those Banelings just raped those Marines. And now CrazyMoviN has a huge advantage, I would say. I mean, those 3 Banelings, I think that was, took out an astronomical amount of Marines, and now, bad rally point, losing even more. Let's go to this loss tab. You can see 3,600 to 1,450. If you don't think CrazyMoviN's good, he's won so many tournaments. Let's see, in the past, let's see, what is today? Wednesday? Let's see, 4 days ago on Sunday, he won Zotac. Yesterday, he won the North American Playhem daily. And I don't know if he won anything Monday and Tuesday, but this guy just wins things left and right. He's one of those unknown Korean players who just plays in North American things and makes a living from it. Well, he's on Team Infinity 7, but you know what I mean. He wins a lot of things, and he may even win this $500 tournament. And those lanes have a pretty nice line taking out those destructible rocks. He is now on 4 bases. Now they ninja this 1 base all the way down here. And if, well, I guess he can just do a drop. He's Terran. He can do a drop and take out this hatch. But if he moves his army down to kill this, he's so far out of position. He's about as far out of position as he possibly could be. And CrazyMoviN can just go and say, okay, I'm going to take out a base while you take out my base. And maybe even some of your production. We have a PF now morphing in for TITANskill's 3rd base. Let's go to this worker count, 62 to 38. He's only killed 4, so Titan sacked a lot of workers. Well, not sacked, he just got fully optimal on his bases and didn't build any more SCVs. Keep in mind, it's a little less than you expect for 2 bases because, hey, there's only 6 minerals here and 1 gas. But yeah, he's going to be way behind now as, let's see, let's look at CrazyMoviN saturation. Good, good, and well, good. CrazyMoviN ideally saturated all around the place, and TITANskill pretty much immune to mutas. These mutas are going to try to prove otherwise, and I thought they were going to pick that one missile turret off, but they didn't. You can see he's expanding his creep. This is only 15 minutes in the game. The creep is about halfway. And keep in mind, those Hellions were up at the front for the beginning portion of that game, stopping the spread. And, yeah, that's about all that's going on. We got more Marines, more tanks, medevacs coming out. And the mutas just flying around, 4 bases up for CrazyMoviN. And now look at this. Look at the saturation. So good all around. Even has a lot of spine claws, he knows this base could go down to drops. Lings taking out these rocks because, well, Lings love concussions. Or concussions, I should say. So, well, they try to get them at any opportunity. I'm surprised these Lings aren't running around, going on this side and just headbutting destructible rocks, eventually making them just crumble. Which is, pretty amazing. Muta's gonna pick off a few Marines. They have a lot of mutas out. That is 20 mutas. And he's got 26 out, so 6 more mutas joining in. So now that's 26 mutas just gonna be coming along. And TITANskill gets another missile turret because, well, 26 mutas can make mincemeat of a missile turret. And Marines, look how quickly those Marines are going down. The mutas are at 1-1, these Marines at 1-0. And now missile turret's going to be going down, and TITANskill has to do something. He's pulling a lot of Marines back, and these mutas just going to pick this missile turret off on the way out. And now he's going to be getting his, I guess that's his 5th base. And 6th base. Going all out, and I like how he kind of takes both sides. This is kind of a Ninja Expo, but again, if TITANskill wants to take this out, he's going to be completely out of position. And if he does the drop, that drop will not be coming back as those mutas will even clean up the drop. And if the drop tries to retreat, well, he's going to take it out with all his mutas. That's all there is to say about that. He even has this one overlord for the spine. Let's look at his vision. What? There's almost no fog of war, guys. Well, there's fog right here. I mean, he's got this whole area covered. So there's nothing that can leave from TITANskill's base without CrazyMoviN knowing it. And he is now at 200 supplies, so this is the time when he can just trade armies. Well, not trade, but just sacrifice his army and say, hey, TITANskill, you're never going to get to 200 because, well, I'm just going to be that far ahead. Let's go to this income tab. You can see he's ahead of a tan player, and the tan player, let's see, does he have mules out? It doesn't look like he has any mules out. So maybe that's why he's ahead. Ahead by a considerable amount, by about 700, because he's on so many bases. Look at that gas income, 1K to 200. And all these Lings coming. Those tanks actually sieging him in a bad place, trapping a lot of those Marines, and Bailey's just exploding on everything they can. I mean, he knows he has this game. He is just taking out the army. All he wants to do is kind of just trade and say, hey, you're not going to get to 200. There goes the GG. CrazyMoviN does take that game in convincing fashion. We'll be going into yet another game. This may be my last game coming up.